Hey guys, welcome to our very first episode of Cocktails and Conversations, where we embrace feelings and healing in a safe space. I have a very, very special guest, but before we get there, I am your host, Dylan Ray, and we have a very special guest, someone that is very near dear to my heart, my baby sister, Brooke Renee Andress Fenderson.
Give it up.
Yes. Okay, listen.
Okay.
So, this is my very first episode. This is, like I said, a safe space where we are doing those conversations, but it's a normal conversation where we're just chilling. And
It's not an interview.
it's not an interview. That's
just
not what this
talking.
is. We are just talking. Cheers, real quick.
Oopsies. Cheers.
I'm like, wait, did we look each other in the eye though? Okay. Okay. So my very first question though, real quick. Am I like your favorite brother in the whole entire world? I can't
Get it
talk.
out, motherfucker.
I can't talk. Oh my god. No, but seriously.
Yeah, I love all my siblings equally.
No, I know, same.
But this is my only sibling where we grew up in the house in close age.
We did.
All through our
We are
lives.
how many years apart? Oh my gosh.
3
We are
or almost 4.
almost 4, yeah. 28.
I'm about to be 25.
You're about to be 25.
25.
Oh my gosh.
Hey.
I cannot believe it. Where the fuck did time go? No,
25.
seriously, 25.
25.
25?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm here for that.
Yeah.
25.
Get it right, baby.
Ooh, I'm here for that. What did you leave in 2022?
2022.
Yeah, what did you leave?
Let's
Really,
start,
truly,
yeah,
what
new
did
year.
you leave in 2022 to where you're like, this is not a new year, new me. I don't like that title, but
Yeah.
what you strive for this
I
new
always
year.
say New Year better me.
New year, better me.
Yeah, because
Ooh.
I'm always gonna be the same me.
I
can't
fucking
change.
love that.
Yeah, I can't
New
change who
year,
I am as
better
a
me.
person.
Oh my gosh.
But I can always improve who I am as a person. So I
Amen.
want to grow. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I'll never change who I am.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
just become a better version of me. So
I love that.
things I left in 2022.
I know for
Probably
me.
I did a lot of healing in 2022.
Did
like
you?
a lot of
Yeah.
like no one knew. Like, and you know what I'm saying? Like it was
Internally.
it was like real personal to
Yeah.
me. Like I spent a lot of time because like they don't know, but my boyfriend lives with me and I have my daughter, and so like now that she's in school, like when I'm home, if I don't work until later, like I like to take time by myself instead of like sleeping.
Yes.
And, you know, I mean, there's nothing wrong with catching up on your sleep and stuff,
For sure.
but you know, just being like lazy, and I like to do productive things
Yeah,
and like
you are very productive.
take that time like for myself because
Mhm.
I don't have a lot of time where I'm by myself. So you know, to just take that time in.
You don't
I got
take it
me
for granted.
I got me a new planner for the year.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes, baby.
Are you guys also with the video?
Yes, we'll let you know. Okay, go play for mama.
Why is my pepper?
Cause we'll let you
Yeah.
know.
Don't
Okay.
give our secrets
You
away.
can come out here in a minute. We'll let you know when.
I think I know. You guys are gonna put that in my room.
Yeah, we'll see. So, yeah, I got me a planner. So I think like procrastination is something I left in 2022.
Me too.
Because I tend to say I want to do this and I want to do that, but I don't take the steps, and
Yeah.
it starts with small steps that lead to bigger steps. So
For
I
sure.
think procrastination is something I'm leaving. A lot of pain that I never like
Oh.
overcame, you know, but I did a lot of healing in 2022.
What
so
type of
I
pain?
tried to put that. I think most of my healing was
I can always
deaths that I never went like really
Oh.
like processed, you know,
Uh-huh.
like I was in denial with like a lot. I mean, we've had a lot of deaths in our family.
We have, unfortunately. As many.
Some close, some
do,
not
yeah.
as close. I've had a lot of close friends, like, or people that I grew up with that passed away. Some close, some not close. And I just think
Would
like
you
I
say it's
never,
overall?
overall, like I
all?
just never. I had someone that I worked with for almost 3 years that passed away, and that one like we were really close.
At the
You know, yeah, at
Oh.
Jamboozies.
Oh.
So there's just a lot of stuff that I kind of just kept on going, and actually, you know, Malik, with him losing his grandpa, which is
Right.
my boyfriend, he just lost his grandpa,
Yeah.
and this is like the first time in our relationship, we've been together for 3 years, where I had to like be with him and help him through like such a close,
Yeah.
you know, a close death in his
Yeah.
family. And it was really like, it was hard for me because I never really dealt with the deaths that I went through.
Right.
You know, I just started to like slowly, you never really get over it, but just like
Yeah.
embrace it. And
Our
I told him
grandparents-
one of my things that I told him was like, you have to live in that pain, like honestly and truly live in that moment. It's okay to not be okay. Like, you know, when you're not okay, you have to embrace it. Like one of his things is like he wants to be happy so bad. He don't want to feel what he's feeling. But you're not gonna be happy until you let yourself feel that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's something, like, you know, just embracing things and not trying to hold on to grudges or old pain or old trauma.
Yeah.
Well,
one of the things you
saying no. I'm sorry, but saying no.
Yes.
That's my. You see my TikTok I posted the other day.
No.
It was like, you need me to do something. Nope. You need me to do no.
Oh my gosh. No is a
And
big
it was like,
one for
hello
me.
2023, because I swear.
Yes, it's not just saying no, but it's setting boundaries.
Yeah, or like this is one that Brandy, our sister, actually told me this, and it was, even if you feel bad for saying no, I don't got it. I can't right now. That don't work out for me. You know, different worded a different way. You know. Yeah. So like I've been doing that.
Brandy told you that?
Yeah, she told me that when we were talking one time. So yeah, probably just that, like overall. And I want to, in 2023, I want to get my cosmetic line off the ground, because I've did a lot of behind the scenes work on it, but I procrastinated a lot as well.
Shout the name out.
Carson Candy Cosmetics.
Yes.
So be looking for that in 2023. And
but something you said resonated with me about what was it? Trauma and things like that of that nature, which is, for me, I became so numb to like when it became, because you know, like friends hurting you and stuff like that. Like friends would hurt me like crazy, and I'd be like, what's going on? Why am I investing my time into this person when they're not giving me the same? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
I really had to understand that some people aren't meant to be in your life forever, and they're there for a season.
Either a lesson or a blessing or both.
Correct. Oh.
Lesson, blessing, or both. Literally.
You could literally do all the talking.
No.
That is. Oh my god.
But seriously though, lesson, a blessing, or both. Sometimes people are a lesson and a blessing in the same time, because like you could go through trials and tribulations with the same person, and then y'all still end up strong in the end and still have a relationship, whether it's a friendship, a serious relationship, a marriage, anything, you know.
But I take my friendships very
serious.
seriously.
A lot of people don't, but you have to just. That's something else too. I've always been observant, but I realize like the older I get, the more I'm very observant, and I'm not so quick to befriend someone. Yeah. I'll be cool with you. Yeah. I'll be cool with you.
You're always
cordial.
You're an acquaintance first.
Yeah. And like I have to take my time. Like that's something that has to slowly, because I refuse to deal with like that kind of stuff. And at this point in my life, like I know who my real friends are already.
Yes.
Like I've had my friends for a long time. We've built like long relationships. We've been through ups and downs. Yes. They've been there for me through trying times, and I've done the same. Of course. So like I feel like I know who my friends are, and I'm okay with them, because the friends that I have are like family, and that's how it's supposed to be. And if you can't call your friends that you hang around family, then it's a problem.
Amen.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can count on one hand my friend group, and to me that's a blessing. Mom always said that her grandpa always told her that if you can count on your hand
how many friends you got, you good then. You
and
don't need that
plus
many.
your mom.
And then you always gotta think about like I got a lot of people who are my friends, and a lot of people who are like more like associates.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too.
Like like I hang out with this friend, and I know that she got this group of friends,
right?
And we don't hang out by ourselves.
You are who you hang out with.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm weird about being around certain crowds
Me
too. I've always been like that though.
Yeah, you have.
Even young.
Yeah.
Like in middle school, when everybody was not saying I was the like a saint or anything, and I was so good, but like when kids would be smoking and shit, like in middle school, like I would be like, you know what I'm saying? But I smoked, but just not with them, because I knew if I smoked with them, I'm gonna get caught and get in trouble. Yeah. To smoke by myself with my one little friend, I would be good.
You were observant even when you were younger, and that's so beautiful and such a blessing, because not a lot of people who are young today.
That's why I'm good at my job though. At my job too.
That too.
Yes. You was behind you. It's behind you.
Okay. What were you saying? You just said, damn it.
I know, she makes you forget.
I had a thought. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so.
I know what I was gonna say. I want to give you your flowers. I really do. Because you have built this beautiful home.
Thanks.
You have made it a home. It feels so good to walk in here. It smells amazing.
No, thanks.
There's a beautiful Christmas tree right here, guys. Like, you can't see it,
I
but
take pride in my.
it's
in my
so
home.
beautiful. And not just that, but you have raised one of the best little nieces I could ever imagine. And she is a little mini me of you and of me. I'm not going to lie. She is a mini me of both of us.
Yeah.
Look at her looking. Girl, get out of here.
Go play. But
so,
yeah,
I just want
thank
to,
you.
yes,
Thank
and
you.
you work so fucking hard.
I do.
You're a trooper, and you're just
It'll
inside
pay
and out.
off.
You're a beautiful human being.
Thank you.
And I'm so blessed to be able to call you my sister.
Honestly, I think that's why a lot of people in this day and age, especially because social media like
Oh my goodness.
messes up a lot of stuff. People feel pressured to be a certain way or do a certain thing or have certain
Comparisons.
things or have certain things done at certain times. Oh,
Yeah.
she has this car at 25.
Oh my
Why
gosh.
am I 25 and I ride in an 08? Or
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
But
Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone grows at their own pace.
But there's no timeline to
Exactly.
what you
To
have
anybody,
to have.
it's that's their story, that's their timeline.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You're
Exactly.
gonna get there, and a lot of people they feel like if there's not any big blessings coming their way,
Yeah.
that they're not being blessed. And
Mhm.
I've learned, like, you know, becoming a mom
Yeah.
and just being older, more mature, that
Mhm.
like you have to embrace and be thankful for the small blessings, like
Yes.
waking up in the morning.
Mhm.
I have a roof over my head. My
Amen.
bills are paid. I might
Amen.
work my ass off and be tired, but
Yes.
at least I have a home to come home to.
Ooh, preach.
You know what I'm saying? Like different things like that. Like
Yes.
they're big blessings, but a lot of people think of them so small
Exactly.
and they bypass them.
But they're huge,
Yeah.
huge blessings.
And they'll be so mad, like, oh, this didn't happen or this didn't happen. You know, and another thing too is you can't be upset at things that you can't control.
I know.
That's like something new
that's
too.
something
I'm learning.
working. That's
Yeah,
something
like
I'm learning.
I'm really, and I'm slowly but surely I'm making
Mhm.
progress, but
Mhm.
like it's something like that's you have to be patient with yourself with,
Yeah.
and you have to like stop yourself in the moment when you're about to be pissed off about something. Like the other day when my tire blew on the freeway.
Oh shit! I didn't even know about
That's
that.
why that tire's small, because I
Okay.
gotta go get a new one.
Got it.
But yeah, like my tire blew on
You
the
were on
freeway.
the freeway?
I was in the freeway, in the
What
middle
the
of the freeway,
fuck?
on my way to work, and I'm early. And
Wait,
then
but did your cars?
I had my coworker in the car with
Did
me,
they
so that was
spin?
good. No, it didn't spin,
Oh.
but it like completely popped,
Oh my goodness.
and I heard it and I felt it,
Oh my
and
God.
thank God I was at the exit that was
Bro,
right
I did
there.
not know that.
Listen, my coworker was with me,
Oh
and
my
I didn't.
gosh.
I was at the Southfield exit, and he knew there was a discount tire right when you got off that exit. So thank God he was with me. Like God, like really planned it out right. Because if I was by myself, I would have been like, what the fuck? Like I was,
Daddy.
yeah. So like I went to the discount tire, and they told me I was trying not to call Dad,
Right.
and we were just gonna go in there, and he was gonna pay for it to get fixed.
Oh my
But it
gosh.
was a 4-hour wait, and we had to be at work. So Dad came and changed my tire in the discount tire parking lot.
That's beautiful.
It was funny.
That
But
is-
yeah,
that's
but
what's
I'm just
awesome.
saying, like I didn't get pissed. Like I
Yeah.
wanted to so bad. Like when it happened, like I heard it pop, and in my head I didn't even say anything. I'm like, please no. And I turned down the music, and I was like, it's that.
Mm.
But I laughed. Like I
Mhm.
literally just started laughing. When
Yeah.
usually I would be like, what the fuck? Like you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pissed off. And I just laughed about it because like I can't control it. What
Mhm.
am I supposed to do? Why would I get mad? Why would I get myself so angry and worked
Yeah.
up when I know like there's nothing you could do to stop this
Right.
tire from busting? It just did it on its own,
Right.
and we just go from here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I've been learning that too. And yeah, you know, everyone's a work in progress.
Yes, I give in moments like that. I give myself also grace.
Yeah.
I give myself grace to allow that. Okay, this happened. Okay, acknowledge the feelings of it, and not throw it away.
Now I'm
But I
drinking in the middle
acknowledge
of the day.
that. What'd you say?
I said now I'm drinking in the middle of the day.
Hey, cocktails and conversations, baby.
That's a whole. That's shots and conversations.
I know, right? What's wrong?
Hi. Go ahead.
You just want to be on camera.
Go play, baby. With your dogs.
Love you. I tend to give myself grace when situations like that happen to myself because
Come so far.
I've come so. Oh my gosh,
That's how I
Brooke,
be
you
feeling.
know.
That's how I be feeling though.
Yeah, but like my journey has been a lot,
Mhm.
and I have come so far to let a little fucking instance make me feel some type of way.
That's
you know
why
what I
when
mean?
you messaged me the other day, like I was very understanding because
Yeah.
you know, like you don't realize, like even like it's a post that's on, it's a meme that's on Instagram. I mean on Facebook all the time. It's one for mom. And it was like I pray that my mom
As a blessed year.
No, that I pray that my mom heals and gets through the things that like she doesn't talk about.
Yes.
Same with your siblings.
Yes.
I've seen one for your siblings,
Oh,
and
wow.
that's the same thing because obviously your siblings, you're close, you grew up together. You know what I'm saying? But when you become adults, you have your own things that you go through in your adult life, and that you are dealing with on your own. And you don't reach out, or you don't think you can reach out. You know what I'm saying? And I was so honored when you reached out to me. Because honestly, for real, Dylan, because you have no idea what I go through or what I've been through on my own and dealt with on my own.
Even though we ask each other, "Are you okay?"
Right.
But like,
but we
don't get down to the nitty-gritty.
We so used to keeping and pushing.
Yeah.
If somebody asks me if I'm okay, even when I'm not, I'm okay.
Right.
I'm not about to give you no sad
Sad
story. I'm all right. Like, you know, even when I'm not good, I'm good. Because I know I will be, honestly.
Correct.
So, and I'm not the type of person who wants any type of sympathy or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but it just goes to show you, like, that's why I was so willing to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Not that I wouldn't be, but I just really understood, and I felt honored that you had messaged me because I was like, oh my goodness, you know, because I know you usually just stay closed in and you don't tell anybody about it.
I don't tell nobody.
And I'm like, you can talk to me because you have no idea. Like, there's things that I'm holding in or that I don't talk about, and I keep to myself and deal with on my own that I can talk to you about. And we didn't even know, like, we had each other, but we didn't know we had each other, you know?
Yeah, and that's something that I want us to have and embrace this year. This year,
yeah, for sure.
I want us to be each other's backbone.
Coming over more and stuff.
Yeah, and being each other's backbone more.
Yeah, or like calling you, like, I want it to be normal. Like, oh, I'm having a bad day to call you. Like, I'm having a bad day.
It's normal
Come
already.
over and have a drink with me.
Yeah, something like that. You know, I definitely, I already see it for sure, but I definitely want.
But we getting in a better place. They don't know, but we had some ups and downs in our relationship too.
But that was literally 5 years ago.
Yeah,
that was before Carson.
But
when
Carson was born,
there was a couple.
When Carson was born, that's probably when, I'm not gonna lie, because I don't even like to use the word hate, but that's when I disliked you the most.
When Carson was born?
Around that time.
Oh my God, when? Why?
When we was arguing a lot in the house. That's when when I had my baby at a young age. I was 19 when I had my daughter. And when I had her, I was still living at my mom's, and he was still living at my mom's, and it was just a lot. And we were on two different lifestyles. He was still young, wild, and free.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Coming home in the middle of the night, and I'm a new young mom now.
Oh my gosh,
you have to think about it
when you put it in terms like that now, I understand.
It makes sense.
I did not understand that.
I didn't think, oh, he's an alcoholic. He always comes home. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I thought. It was me and my baby are asleep right here. Right. You keep coming home and you're loud, and if I tell you to be quiet, you go off on me, and then here we are arguing.
Oh my God.
Because you don't even realize you're going off on me because you're drunk.
Oh my God.
Seriously.
I did not even look at it like that.
Yeah. So that's what it was though. We were on two different paths. You know what I'm saying? I had no choice to be on the path I was on. I had a baby at a young age. That was what I had to do.
Oh my God, I'm about to cry.
Seriously.
Because I had no idea.
And you were still, you were hanging. You were different from what you are now.
Oh my God,
you was
partying
different. Hard. You had a big group of friends.
Jesus.
Every day it was a different friend.
Jesus.
You know what I'm saying?
It was.
Every day he was going to do something new.
It was bad.
This is when, everyone has that phase when they can't sit the fuck down.
Yeah.
This was his phase where he couldn't sit the fuck down.
Nope.
And it just so happened, what it was is everyone was growing apart. It was time for me to leave the house. It was time, and that's what I did. Instead of, because even me and my mom and my dad weren't seeing eye to eye.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to stick up for you a lot.
Yeah.
Like, they wanted me to adjust to you.
Right.
And I'm like, no, he should adjust to me.
Yeah.
And my baby, she's the new part of the family.
Right.
We all have to adjust. We knew this was happening. It's been 9 months.
I love you so much.
I love you.
I love you so much.
But seriously, and that's how it was. And then,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, but now, now we can have these conversations because now we've moved past that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You're older, you're mature, you can understand now.
Yes.
5 years ago, if I would explain this to you like this, you wouldn't have got it probably,
I do want to let them know that mind you, she's younger than me.
But I am angry. I came over a lot of anger. I used to be very mean. Hot-headed.
Oh
Stuff
my
would
God.
trigger me like this.
Bruh.
I wanted to fight like this.
Bruh.
I had to have a daughter. I did.
You-
I had to have
God
my own
bless you.
daughter
Yes.
for me to understand.
Yes.
Like, you cannot be tripping like that.
No.
Do you want your daughter fighting like that? Do you want your, do you want her? Do you want to go to jail and she's wondering where you're at and you're in jail because you were fighting because you're such a hothead?
Wow.
So like I had to get my shit together too.
Yeah.
And as we're older now, we can take accountability.
Correct.
I take account. We were both wrong.
Right.
We both did things
Right.
that were wrong.
It takes two to tango.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was so angry, like I would want to put hands on people.
Yeah.
I was never we talk it out.
No.
You coming at me crazy, let's fight. That was my response.
That's
every
wild.
time.
And that's wild.
And that's
to
not
me
just
because
with my brother. That was with anybody in
And that's
school, out
wild.
of school, anybody.
Mhm.
You talking crazy to me? Either you're gonna shut up or we're gonna fight about it.
Well, what's
One or the
crazy,
other.
what's wild about that is we didn't grow up like that. Like,
No, not really.
as fighters, to where we had to defend
No,
ourselves.
we were
So
like
I wonder
two pieces
where
of
that.
pie.
I know,
We
but
wouldn't go to no one's house without the other.
No, I know, but I'm saying I wonder where you got that defense
Go play,
mechanism
baby.
from.
Me in the video too.
In a second, at
And
the
it's
end.
at the end you will be.
We're almost done.
Hey.
I wonder where you got that defense
Sorry, my job.
mechanism from
Go, baby.
as you got older. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you need to figure it out now. Let's analyze you, but I know it's a good
I kind
question.
of know, but some of it is hereditary. A lot of things are hereditary. And my dad is a hothead,
Correct.
and I am more like my dad, and you are more like mom.
Yes.
And so that's why I'm like more of like I'm the girl, but I'm more of a hard ass.
Mhm.
Like I brush shit off my shoulder. I don't give a fuck as much. And
Yeah.
he's more in tune with his emotional side. I don't like to show my emotions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't like to cry.
But that's what I was saying in the beginning. I was numb for a period of time
Mhm.
during not during quarantine, because during quarantine I actually worked on myself a shit ton,
Mhm.
and as a lot of people did, but I did a lot of self-reflection,
Mhm.
and I was like,
I know. I already know.
yeah,
I seen it from the outside.
yeah,
I seen your growth.
yeah,
That's why we started hanging out more.
right,
Because for a minute, like I was so distant from you.
I know,
And
but
and even when
but
he
it
was
was-
trying,
it was
when
the
he was
same.
trying, when he was on his healing spree, and he
Yeah.
was trying to like reconnect us and
That's
stuff.
true.
I was like pushing him away. I was though. I don't know if you remember, but
no,
I was.
I do. Why is that though?
Because I was so mad at you. I was mad at you.
Oh my gosh.
I was so mad at you. I had built up anger towards you.
Yeah, but let
And
me
I
say
had
this
to,
now.
I had to like, but I had to realize like, he knows he was wrong.
Right.
I know where I was wrong,
Right.
even though we didn't have like we didn't get this deep about it,
Yeah.
because it's honestly the first time we got deep about
It
it.
is, and I'm loving it.
But I was just angry. I was
Yeah.
just mad at you, and I saying I have anger towards Jay because you guys are my big brothers.
Right.
Like my anger towards you is gone. Like I
Yeah.
done went over it,
Mhm.
but Jay, we still working on it.
Mhm.
But you guys are my big brothers, and I always felt like I'm supposed to be the baby. I'm supposed to call on my brothers, and I
Yeah.
always felt like I couldn't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
I'm
instead
sorry.
I
want
was
to
fighting
say
with you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm
Literally
sorry too.
for all of that.
From the bottom of my heart, I'm so sorry.
Same. I'm so sincerely sorry. But
But
I'm
we have
happy
apologized before, but
We
we
have.
haven't had this conversation and then apologized.
in depth like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm
so
happy
I
we're
was
doing
just
it
I just
now.
had built up anger, but I got over it like on my own, and like when I did my healing and
Yeah.
stuff, like
Yeah.
I was like, you have to forgive people.
You do.
And like life is too short. You're my brother.
I was just talking about this last
Even though
night.
we had bad times in our relationship, the
Mhm.
good outweighs the bad.
Always.
You know what I'm saying?
Always.
We our love, and then even when I disliked him the most,
Yeah.
if someone said one bad thing about my brother, I was throwing your ass. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It don't matter even if I was mad at him, I might have had built up anger towards him, but you
Yeah.
can't tell me shit bad about my brother.
Right.
I'll talk shit about him, but you talk shit back, and then we have a problem. Like
Right.
that's how it was.
No,
Because
I know.
that's why me and used to get into it.
Oh, don't. Oh,
Because he used to try to talk shit back, and I used to be
I
like,
know.
no, bro, I'm venting to you.
I know.
I'm not telling you to use it.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it was. And, like, yeah, that's why me and him will get into it, too. Because, like, what the fuck? I don't care.
and
I
just-
vented to you in confidence. I was
Yeah.
telling you in confidence. Like, you
No,
know, like,
he was.
And he wanted to use it back,
And
you
ran
know,
with
and
it.
like, yeah, and be mean and stuff. And I'm like, no, fuck that. That's my brother. I'll kill you. Like, you know. And that's how I still feel and always have felt. I've always been protected. I almost beat somebody up on a playground for you. Remember that one time?
Oh my God. What?
And I think it was like our cousin at like a family reunion.
What?
Like a distant cousin, you know? Like, we
Oh my
don't see him.
gosh.
But he was talking some shit to you, and I was like on the monkey bars, like.
You said a family reunion?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But it was a distant cousin, because it was like the McKnight or,
Oh.
you
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
something, like, not our last name. So,
Yeah.
like, distant cousins.
Right.
So, it was someone
I
we
do
don't
remember
see a
going to
lot.
those, but I don't remember.
But I remember that shit happening, and he was talking shit to you, and I was like, I would slap the fuck out of you, and I was like 5.
I know. And that's what's funny because people always think you're older than me.
I know.
All
That's
the time.
probably because I had a kid too. We have to sit back and we have to backtrack.
But I
Listen,
don't mind.
everything happens for a reason. God
Yeah.
gave me Carson for a reason. If
Yes.
I didn't have Carson, I would not be where I was at right now.
Yeah.
Even, and they be trying to say kids stop you from doing stuff.
No.
I would have probably never not have my own house right now.
Yeah.
Not have, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything I've accomplished,
I believe it.
I probably wouldn't have accomplished.
I believe
because
it.
she brought the maturity in my life. You know, she
You
made
were
me grow up and
you were-
realize what life really is about.
You were already mature. Let's make that
Yeah.
you were already mature, but the growing up part
Yeah, for
is
sure.
what she made you
For
accomplish.
sure, because you have no choice when you have a baby.
Yeah.
You either grow or it's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be a good parent.
I know I personally do not ever want kids.
Yeah, I
But-
don't want any more.
You don't?
Mm-mm.
Interesting.
Mm-mm.
One and done?
Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, I don't want any more kids. I went through a lot during my pregnancy, you know.
Yeah.
My pregnancy was not the best. My labor was not the best. I was in labor for 3 days. My baby had to stay in the hospital a month after. So I am actually very traumatized from being pregnant and
Yeah.
going through all of that.
Yeah.
So
But
even,
you were cute as fuck when you were pregnant.
I
will say that.
was.
You were
I-
so cute.
And I loved it, and I tried to make the best of it,
You
even
did.
though I went through hell all through it. But I wouldn't trade it for the world. But
Yeah.
I just don't know if I'll volunteer to do that shit again.
Right. I'm like,
And then, you know,
I don't
it
volunteer
could be
shit
different because every baby, every woman, every pregnancy is different.
Yeah.
So I could have went through hell my first pregnancy and my second one be smooth as hell.
Yeah.
Especially because now that I have the emergency C-section with her, I can schedule for a C-section.
Yeah.
Which you know you're going in this day, you coming out that day, you
Mhm.
know what's going on. I don't have to sit and wait and hope I dilate and shit
So-
like I had
oh
to
my
do with her.
goodness. Yeah.
I don't have to do that.
Well-
So it could be smoother, but still, like the complications
Yeah.
and all of that, like I had a really, really high risk pregnancy. So
You did.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you and Malik plan on having? Do you guys talk? Has he talked to you about having?
We talk about
Children?
it.
Yeah.
Malik wants a kid. He's like okay with and where we're at.
Okay.
Like he says, it's
And
like
you guys
it's
are,
more like
you guys are still young.
it's more like if we have a kid, we have a kid. If
Yeah.
we don't, we don't.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it is. Like
You
we
guys are
cool,
still young,
you
too.
know, because he didn't have any kids and
Right.
he done been around Carson since she was 2 and now she's 5.
I know.
And so like you know like he embraces her as his own.
Yeah.
And
I love that Carson is so comfortable around him.
yeah, I mean it's
love
been a
that.
while now,
It has,
but
it either clicks or it doesn't.
yeah, for sure.
You know, and it very much clicked right away.
Mhm.
And I saw it, and I'm like,
Mhm.
thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, they're the best. I
Yeah.
love them together.
Me too.
But I do want to have a boy. Like I get baby fever. Like yesterday, I was telling him like let's just have a baby.
Oh my God.
I swear.
Oh, that scares me. I got goosebumps.
Yeah, I swear.
Ooh. You
But
better-
like,
you
but
better
I
tell
don't.
me if
I've
you pregnant
never.
next
But I don't
time.
have scares. Like I've never had a
Are
scare
you
with Malik.
on, if you don't mind me, are you
No.
on birth control?
I don't believe in birth control.
Okay.
I'm against birth control.
Interesting. Do you believe in abortion?
I believe in that.
Okay. Like woman's body,
I
woman's choice.
yes, of course.
Okay, me too.
I just don't believe in birth control because birth control is a man-made substance that is stopping a human thing that God made a woman's body to do.
Oh, say it again.
I don't know if I can repeat.
No, I'm just saying. Oh, that's
But seriously,
the way you
it's
worded
a
it was
man-made
perfect.
thing.
Yeah.
Women are supposed to have a cycle. You're supposed to have a period. You're
Mhm.
supposed to
But
reproduce.
I do
So I understand, like, you're trying to have safe sex. There's nothing wrong with that. With
Right.
prevention, with being safe.
Okay, I was just
There's
about to say
nothing
there's
wrong
nothing
with
wrong
that.
with birth
Everyone
control
has
if
their
you
own
do.
choice. This
Hold
is
on.
just my personal view on
Right.
it, that it is a man-made thing. Every person that I know that has been on birth control
Mhm.
is not the same after birth control.
Right.
It affects them in a bad way.
Mhm.
And me personally, after I had my baby at a young age, I don't know how they do it anywhere else. But here, when you have a kid at a young age, the doctor like presses that shit on you. Like they pressure you because they don't want you in
I've heard about it.
They don't want you in the doctor's office 6 months later talking about I'm pregnant again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You on low income and all of that. So I understand, and they pressed me, and when I took it, I did it for about 2 months. And it was the worst 2 months of my life. I wasn't myself. I was bleeding like crazy.
You know when I know to stay away from you is when you're on your period.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean to a certain extent.
I'll say something to Malik and he'll be like, "Oh, I know what's coming."
Yeah, I know when it's coming also, and I'll be like, oh, "Okay," but I don't want that to come off as rude. You know what I mean? Don't me like that.
Sorry, I had a girl from work.
But I really don't want that to come off as rude, or to any other woman that's watching this that has her period and anything else.
Y'all can take birth control all y'all want. I'm just not.
No, I know, but I'm talking about like you personally. I know to stay away from you.
Oh yeah.
When it is around that time.
That's something else I'm working on, is to balance that out.
Yes.
Because.
And not let it control
But
you.
see, one of the things is like your period makes you emotional, and I am not emotional. Well, I am emotional, but I just I like to hide my emotions, which I'm learning to not do as well. But I tend to hold a lot of things in. So like I will be frustrated, I will be overwhelmed. I'll tend to be frustrated, overwhelmed, and things like that. And for like, all month. Like, like things that bother me, I'll be going through this at my job, and then I'll get my period, or my period's about to come, and I'll be so like flustered with just life or whatever's going on in life that I'll kind of forget my period's coming, and that's why my emotions are all over the place. I have a mental breakdown, and then my period will come the next day.
Okay.
It happens though.
And do you forget that it's coming, or you're like, oh shit, hello?
I know, because I'll just think, oh, I've been holding, because that's what it is. Like, even Mom, when we were younger, she used to be like, you're about to start your period. And I'd be like, Mom, like, I am about to start my period, but that doesn't mean that what I'm expressing to you hasn't been bothering me.
Right.
It's been bothering me all month.
Right.
It's just that now I'm to the point where my emotions are more in tune because I'm about to start my period and I'm feeling it.
Right.
And it's fucking with me.
Right.
That's all that it is.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
And your feelings are valid.
Yeah, and so that's all it will be. So like sometimes like I'll be fine. Like everyone on the outside to think I'm okay, but really all month I've been stressing about whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But still pushing and and I haven't cried and I haven't let it out. And then my period's about to come, and one day randomly I'm sitting there and I'm in the car and I just break down crying. And then the next day I start my period and I'll be like, okay, that's why you had that relief, You needed to cry, but the reason why you cried was because you were about to start your period.
Oh my God, yes.
So like, that's what be happening to me.
It's okay, and I want to make...
But that's why I'm trying to be like, that's why I'm trying to be more in tune with my emotions. Like when you want to cry, it's okay to cry. Like, like I try to hold everything in, and it's not good for you. Because you fucking explode at the wrong time.
Exactly. And I really wish it was more normalized to cry. It is okay to cry.
Well, that's what I was telling you earlier. It's okay to not be okay.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's
like
okay
if you need
to
that
release
moment.
it.
And sometimes, like I see myself giving other people advice that I should be giving myself.
But that's the thing.
Or after I tell them something, I'll be like, bitch, take your own advice. Like when I was talking to Malik and I was telling him it's okay to not be okay. I'm like, if you're at work and you're fucking overwhelmed and you feel like you need to break down, go outside in your car and break down. And I'm like, bitch, why don't you do that?
Right.
Because like we need that. The people be
Bitch,
pissing you off at work.
That?
Go break down, girl.
Customer service is a bitch.
Seriously.
Okay.
It's like a hard field to work in.
It is.
Because you have to fake it.
Another part that I do want to get into is race. Not race specifically, but us being mixed. Us growing up mixed. This is something that I've always wanted to talk to you about, and I don't think we ever have. So I'm glad.
That's because we've had different experiences.
We have, but also the same to a certain extent, because hello, we're both mixed. We both come from. So our dad is black. Our mother is white, and we're actually Nigerian, which is beautiful. I did an ancestry, and do you remember when I did the ancestry?
I tell people all the time.
Oh my gosh!
You should get your ancestry. I be encouraging people to get their ancestry done because
It's
my dad
beautiful.
didn't even know that he was almost Daddy like 75% Nigerian.
Yeah.
And he didn't even know. He had no idea.
Yeah.
And then like all of the
And
rest.
actually, no, it's 80. Like 81.2%.
Yeah, and then like all of the rest of our, like everywhere where we came from, that the percentages from South Africa were all the parts.
There's
Mali or something.
Yeah,
it was
M-A-L-I.
It was all you know that those are all places where the sun don't hit as much.
Oh.
Where there's people who are full-blooded African and are the same color as us, our same skin tone. Like French Montana. French Montana is from where Daddy comes from, where our roots is from, and our ancestry. So our French Montana is light skin as fuck.
See?
But he's full-blooded African.
I had a customer.
Actually, hold on, before you say that, I had when I was working at Royal Oak. They do that, they do the big fair across the street. And at the fairs, they be having people from all over working the fairs and shit. Mm-hmm. And it was this man, these 3 men that came in, and one of them, it was a white boy. He looked white. And he had blue eyes, and he had an accent. He was from South Africa.
Oh, was he beautiful?
He was normal, but he just looked like a regular white boy with blue eyes. But he was like, it was just crazy. And he was like, I'm from South Africa. And he was like, it's not many, like it's only certain spots where you see all me. He was
and
like,
that's not talked about enough. I didn't even know that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's
just like it's so many black people that got a whole bunch of full-blooded white people. Well, white in them.
Not right, but the thing is, for example, yesterday a customer asked me, I was waiting on him, and they said he asked me, "Are you Asian? Like, are you Asian?" And I said no, and he goes, "What are you?" I said, "I'm mixed." He goes, "With Asian?" I said, "No, I'm mixed with my mom." I said, "Black and white, He's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm mixed. Like, I don't know, what else do you want me to fucking say to you?
Yeah.
I'm mixed." Like,
they don't know I'm everything.
But same. But the thing is just how
the
approach, but just in general, we all come in different shades.
They be so surprised.
There's no, it's like, it's
I
wild
got
to me.
Chaldean, I got Puerto Rican,
I
got Italian, all
too.
types of stuff. Especially when my hair changes, the colors of my hair.
No, in the
if
summer.
I'm wearing makeup, if I'm not wearing makeup.
In the summer when I'm tan as shit.
When my hair is black and it's curly and it's slicked back, and
Yeah.
I got my little baby hairs, they think I'm Puerto Rican. Because that's how the Puerto
Rican
girls, that's how they do their hair slick back. And my little hoops and shit, they be thinking I'm Puerto Rican.
You sound Puerto Rican when you say Puerto Rican.
Really?
Yeah, say it.
Puerto Rican.
Oh my god. Okay.
But yeah, so that and I don't know. People always say crazy stuff. I work with someone for I done worked with somebody for 2 weeks, and I know that I can tell they've been trying to figure out how to ask me what am I.
Me too.
Because they don't want to come off rude.
Yes.
They don't want to say it in the wrong way.
Yes.
And then
growing up,
and then I had times where I done talked.
Jesus.
Where I haven't said a word, and then I talk, and they'll tell me I knew once you talked, and I'm like, bitch, what does that mean?
It's annoying.
What the fuck does that mean?
I know.
Or the white people. I'm sorry, but fuck it, the white people at when I used to work at the bar, I used to work at this other bar, and it was like a hole in the wall bar, and it had a lot of rednecks and very suburbanized people there.
So, were they suburbanized though?
They were a lot.
Oh,
it was rednecks and a lot of suburbanized people, and then there was bikers, and it was just all different. But it was majority white people, and they would be like, where are you from?
Mm-hmm.
You sound like you come from Florida or something.
Florida?
Country, anything south.
Oh my goodness.
They think, are you from Mississippi or something? And I'm like, and then if I tell them my dad's from Alabama, they're like, oh, that makes sense. You probably, no, bro, this is fucking slang.
Yeah.
We come from the, we live in Michigan. This is
Midwest.
this is how we talk. It's just how I talk.
You know what? Random thought.
It's weird
soda and pop.
They don't. We're the only people that say pop though over here.
The Midwest.
Yeah, they don't know about soda. They don't know about popping Cali and shit.
Right, the West Coast say soda.
Mm-hmm.
We, the Midwest and the South say pop. I think the South says pop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know.
Random thought.
All types of shit. I done came across a lot of different things. I done had people try to call me just white girl, and I hate that.
Mm-hmm.
One other white girl or snowflake when I was in high school, snowflake.
I remember that.
And I was like, bitch, you call the blonde hair blue hair, bitch, snowflake.
Yeah.
I'm not snowflake.
Right. No, I feel
or snow bunny.
Or snow.
No,
Jesus.
bro. I know I'm light because there's I know I'm light, like I'm pasty.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so like when we did our ancestry, this is how much sense it makes. So our dad, where he's from, there's a lot of people who are full blooded our color, and mind you, our dad, over time, as aging, he has gotten more darker skin. But like if you look at pictures of our dad when we were younger, he's more light skinned.
He's very light.
He's like a caramel.
Yeah.
Okay, and so
because he
my
has 25% white in him.
Yeah, and my mom is like the whitest of whitest. My mom is German, Hungarian, Irish. There was like 5% Russian on there.
Yeah.
All like, and that's pasty. That's why my mom
I
don't
can't
even.
believe we have Russian.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's pasty. Like we didn't have none of like the countries or places where people come from that get a good tan.
Yeah.
Like all of it was pasty.
Italy,
yeah, like Italian. Like we we don't have that on my mom's side. It was all the whitest of whitest freckles. Like, and that's how we are. We have freckles.
Yeah.
But he tans. I don't tan.
Yeah, I do.
I'll tan a little bit, but I have to burn first. Like I have to burn first. So.
You do.
Yeah.
But after that burn,
and then I'll have a little
you
color,
have a nice
but it
tan.
don't be a lot. It don't be as much as you.
But it looks good on you though.
Yeah, but it don't be as much as you.
No, I get dark as food.
Because I be wanting to be like goldy, you know, a little gold to me. A little shine.
A little shine.
But I still be pasty. Still can see my veins.
Oh my goodness.
You can on my face and shit, but it's cute. I'm so cute.
You are beautiful.
Thank you.
You are so beautiful. There was something else that I wanted to. Oh, I loved growing up also with our older siblings. Even though they weren't, even though one of them.
Like having older siblings.
I love having older siblings.
I do wish we was closer.
Huh?
I do wish we was closer with some of them.
I
feel like everyone's relationship with everybody is different.
It is. Yeah.
But that's just because we like live our own lives and do what we're doing. Like.
But life happens.
You know. But like for instance, you talk to Brandy a lot, which our sister Brandy lives here in Michigan.
Yes.
And then
we have another sister.
I talk to Brandy too, but I actually talk to Tracy more, and Tracy lives in Texas.
Yes, Dallas, Texas.
And so, which he doesn't talk to her as much as I talk to her. So
I did talk to her for the holidays.
Yeah, but like me and Tracy like talk throughout the week type shit. And then we have a big brother too. I talk to him a lot though. He calls my phone off. See, he don't talk to him that much. He just sees him when he sees him. That motherfucker don't stop calling my phone.
We love you, Jay.
He stay calling my phone. So.
We love all of our siblings.
Yes.
We love you guys so much.
Family is everything.
Family is so much.
And yeah, but honestly and truly, I have learned over time in life that family is not blood.
Yeah. And that's
loyalty. Blood don't make you family. Loyalty.
Yeah.
And that's what I've learned.
And I love that you said that because a lot of people think just because it's your mom or your dad that you have to, no matter what the situation is, you know what I'm saying, like that you have to do and do and do and do and do. No, there comes a time where you have to sit down in your own presence.
Did you get new glasses?
And be like, no.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Maybe it's just because your hair is different.
I know, my hair is so different.
I love it.
Do you?
I love it so much.
Listen, I needed something new. I was sick of the bun.
When you flat iron it, you should like gel it so it like come like that.
Well, I was thinking of flat ironing it and like doing curl, like
that'd be cute.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that'd be cute.
I don't know. It's something new. I needed a change. So.
What to do with the two different colors too?
Yeah, that's been in here though.
I know. I've never noticed that.
Like we see each other
When'd you cut
all
it?
the time.
Yesterday?
No. Over a month.
I did not see you with your hair like this.
Because I've had braids in.
Oh, well that's
I've had braids in for a month, and then before that, I cut it. And then before I cut it, I had braids in for a month again.
Oh, see, that's why.
So that's why you never really saw them. But they were cute. But both sets of braids were super cute.
Let me tell y'all about my favorite podcast. We got the same favorite podcast. Go play, baby. Go. In a minute.
Carson, we're almost done, and then you'll get to come in, I promise.
My favorite podcast right now.
No, for sure.
It's gonna be ours. Well, yours, but it's gonna be this one, but no, for sure, it's my favorite.
Me too.
I love them.
Did
I
you
watch
watch
Pretty B. I do.
Wasn't
I
it
love her.
beautiful?
She's so funny.
She's amazing.
She make me laugh so hard.
They're all amazing.
Yeah, I like them a lot.
Me too.
And I like watching them. And they drip. They little
Honestly,
new merch they got is cute. I
I
want
know.
some. A
Me
shirt
too.
with the sweats.
Do you want to order it together?
Yeah.
Yes, let's do it.
It's expensive.
Honestly, she's what inspired me to be doing this right now.
Well, you've been wanting to do it, but
I
once
have.
she did it, it really gave you your like.
It did.
Yo,
It did.
Like,
It
let me
did.
do this shit.
It did. And then also my friend Marshall. Shout out to you, Marshall. I love you so fucking much.
I love her so.
She's amazing. You're godsend.
I need my nail. My birthday about to come. I gotta
Yes.
get my birthday
Honey, we
nails.
need our nails.
I gotta plan it. My birthday nails.
Marshall
I don't know
Nail
what to do.
Artistry Instagram. Look her up. She's
The best in Detroit.
the
So
best.
when you come to the city, make sure you get your nails done by her. If you go to
Yes.
anybody else, your shit gonna be fucked.
Oh my god. I'm like, no, but seriously.
No, but seriously.
So, no, what was I saying? Oh, Marshall, she is the one that really inspired me also.
Yeah.
To,
I mean, sometimes
she's
it
like,
take.
go,
Sometimes
do
you
it,
know.
do it.
Sometimes you know you got people that believe in you, but it take that one person.
Yeah.
You know, like that one person to
Yeah.
be that person that like tell you like,
Mhm.
you know, like I believe in you. You
Yeah.
got this.
Yeah.
Do it. You know.
Mhm.
And like what could happen? You know what I'm saying? As long as you keep your the pedal on the metal,
Yeah.
you're gonna be good. Like
And
you
the
keep
thing is,
progressing, you
I'm
keep
not
trying,
scared.
you keep promoting it. You know,
Right.
people are always afraid to fail, but like in order for you to win, you gotta fail.
I'm
every
not.
time.
Yeah, but I'm
You
not.
have to though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Of
Like
course,
this,
but I'm
like
not scared.
for
Do you know what I
instance,
mean?
like with my business that I'm about to start, that's why I haven't pushed it. I haven't rushed it. I haven't, you know, like been so.
You want it to be.
Because I wanted to be good, and
Right.
I had a business before. I had a
know.
clothing line before.
Yeah.
And it didn't work out the way I wanted it to work out. But
Mm-hmm.
I learned trials and tribulations through it. I learned different things, like what not to do, what to do. You know,
Amen.
where my first customers would be located at, where they went. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like how to promote. I learned a lot. And so
Yeah.
this time around, I'll take that and I'll, you know, use
Run
it.
with it.
Yeah, use
Yeah.
it.
I wanna. You know the
But-
text that I sent you
Yeah.
about the prayer for this month.
Yeah.
Do you know who sent it to me originally? Mitris.
Really?
Yes, and I love it. But I want to read it. Can you pull it up?
It's not on my phone. It's on yours. You didn't send it to me.
Oh shit.
You just read it on your phone. I read it off your phone.
Well, it's really good. I mean,
I just want to know what made you want to start this podcast. Like,
I
what-
wanted.
I know, like, be someone who gave you inspiration,
Yeah.
and that I know you've been wanting to do this for years. You've been talking about it for years.
Yes.
You actually even set up. He actually set up the spare room, which was my old room, at my mom's, so he could record
Yeah.
and stuff. And that was what, like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So-
During quarantine.
Yeah. So he's been wanting to do it,
Hmm.
and I've been telling him to do it.
And that's something I didn't
I'm so
want.
happy you started it.
Thank you.
Because that's what it takes. Like people, like for instance, for me, you don't even know. Like you motivated me. Like because like I did little stuff, but like because it
you
takes
didn't
money.
go through with
It takes money to make money though.
It does.
And like this, like it's kind of easier because you know you just need your phone to start,
Right.
and then like once you start getting views and
Yeah.
subscribers, and you can
Yeah.
get you a bigger camera
Mhm.
and like better quality and shit. But like for the lip glosses and shit, like if you want it to be good and good quality the first time around, like it takes a lot of investing
Hmm.
because you have to use the money that you're working hard for at
Mhm.
work
And you
that
have
you
to
pay your
keep-
bills with, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
and like balance it out to where you can still invest, you know.
Really and truly, what made me start is because I know this is my purpose. I know that someone out there is going to, whether it's someone out there is going to pick up on something that we've talked about during this conversation
Yeah.
and resonate. It's going to resonate with
In
them.
the same way, be Simone inspired you. You can be many people's inspiration because you're not the only person that they inspired.
Right.
Megan too,
Yes, Megan
because
Ashley.
we like her.
We love Megan Ashley.
Period. That's the best friend.
Okay. We love Megan. And their bond is so beautiful.
I
But
love them.
I do too.
That's me and Ash.
Yes, I see that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, I know this is my purpose. I know that beyond this, it's just me spreading positivity, joy, spiritual healing. That's what this foundation is about.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, being in other people's, me coming to them
Yeah.
and sitting down and coming into their environment, sitting down, having a cocktail and a conversation, and just,
Yeah.
you know
I
what
love
I mean?
it. I love it.
It's so pure, it's natural.
And just because it's called cocktails and conversation don't mean we ain't gonna talk about Jesus.
No, for sure.
Yes,
God
because
is- 'cause
we
God
grew
is-
up in a Christian home.
Yes. But
our Father.
Do you still claim Christianity? Do you still claim, like, are you in?
I'm just a believer.
Me too. I
really am not big on the religion thing.
Me neither. I think it separates people.
I do. I read the Bible. I do daily devotions.
Me too.
I like to do. Everyone has a different way they connect with God.
Correct.
I do not feel like you have to go to church every Sunday to have a connection with God.
No.
Honestly, most of these churches are scammers.
Yes. I have something good to tell you.
What?
Listen to this. And this was on B. Simone's podcast, but she had Lady London on. Did you?
No, we can watch it when we're done.
It's amazing.
I wanted to see that
Oh
one.
my goodness, it's so.
Because I love Lady London. I listen to her music. You can have some. Take them in your room.
I didn't even know she was her until I watched.
Really?
Yeah, she's the girl.
So
you thought I was feeling you?
She's so lyrical.
Right?
No, that's not who that is.
Oh, you thought I was feeling you?
That's not her.
Oh, they referenced that in the episode.
I mean, because she did she did a remix to it.
Oh, okay.
But no,
then that's
the original girl who made it, no, that's not her.
Oh, okay.
She's a whole other bitch.
Got it.
Not on Lady London's level.
On that episode, they talk about, and it resonated with me so much because that's how I feel, which is you can have you know how me and you have a relationship, right? We have a bond, we have a relationship. You and your friends have a bond and a relationship. As long as you have a relationship with him, that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's
you
all
know
that
what I
matters
mean?
for sure.
It doesn't matter about the rules.
And honestly, who taught us that though?
Hold on, wait.
Dad.
I know, but it doesn't matter about the rules that come with the relationship with him.
Yeah. It's just as long as
take
you
the
have
rules out.
It's just about the relationship.
It's just about the relationship.
Yeah, like for instance, our dad. So like probably like half of our childhood, we did go to church consistently.
Yeah.
But then like our mom started having to work on.
I personally did not enjoy it. But.
Yeah, our mom had to start working on Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
So like we stopped going to church, but like that never slowed my dad down. Like every morning we praised God with gospel music.
For sure.
He always spoke him into us. He always taught us about him. He always encouraged us to. Never pressured us.
Yes.
But always encouraged it.
Yeah. Didn't throw it down our throats.
But very much so. He was our teacher. Like he taught us a lot about Jesus.
Yeah,
and just having that relationship and how much that relationship matters, and that you can't move and groove through life without having that relationship with the Lord. And so, but yeah, honestly, we can talk about this. I know you want to talk about this now because of we said church and how you didn't enjoy it. So like this is how I feel about church. Yeah. So like not that I didn't like the churches that we grew up in, but it's just that I feel like in a lot of churches in the world, a lot of Christian churches or Baptist churches, they pressure you. They don't explain to you. They just tell you things out of the Bible, want you to believe it, and hope you believe it.
Right.
And like, you know what I'm saying? But they don't really break it down for you to understand.
And then give money randomly.
For you to understand. Like they don't break it down for you to understand. Yeah. And I feel like over time, I've learned that you probably won't get that unless you go searching for it yourself.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For
like
sure.
you're not really gonna. I mean, some people find the church home that they love, but me, I came to a point in my life where I don't need a church home.
I don't either.
Like I've figured out my ways of staying connected, my ways of
even without a Sunday. I do it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Every morning when I wake up, I do a daily devotion.
Same.
I start off with a motivational speech, a spiritual speech. I have a couple different people that I like that are good, and then
you know I love Sarah Roberts.
I think I know you're talking about. Yeah, she be on TikTok and shit.
No, TJ Jakes or TD Jakes. Thank you, Jesus. His daughter Sarah.
Okay.
She is beautiful. There's
so there's a lot of ones that I like, but. And then honestly, to be honest, like when I had Carson, like I knew I had lost that faith. I knew I had faith. I knew I had a connection with God, but I knew I lost that connection with the church throughout my adulthood.
Have
but
you
when
ever
I had
lost your faith?
Yeah, everyone does.
Okay.
But
I have too.
Yeah, but I've learned that one of the biggest lessons I probably ever learned in life is that the same faith you have when you're up is the same faith you have to have when you're down.
Yeah. Oh my God, bro.
Seriously.
Do you want to take over this podcast? Do you want to?
But seriously,
That-
it has to be like that because, like, if you
The
are,
same
you
thing-
can't be like, oh, I hit the lottery today. Thank you,
Right.
Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Praise him, praise him, praise him,
And
praise
then
him.
not praise him after.
And then when you lose all that money you hit from the lottery and all your bills is due and you don't
Yeah.
know where the fuck you gonna get it from
Right.
and pay for it,
Right.
you ain't Jesus, 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 Jesus.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you
Yeah.
have to have that same faith. It
Yeah.
has to remain the same.
Yeah.
And
The same faith. What did you say? The same faith
you have when you're high is the same faith you have to have when you're low.
Oh my God.
At your lowest points, you have to continue to have faith. And I've
Amen.
learned that. Like, what the fuck? It's been
Me and
times.
Marshall talk about that.
Seriously,
all the time.
it's been times where a bill is due tomorrow, shut off notice tomorrow, and I don't know where the fuck the money gonna come
But it
from.
comes.
It don't even matter if it come. If
No,
it
I'm
don't
just
come,
saying.
if they give me an extension, if whatever happens,
Right.
it ends up happening because I don't lose my faith.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You have to
Right.
continuously have faith no matter
Consistency.
what. Yeah, consistency for sure. Because God sees that.
Yes.
He knows. And if he knows that you're only praising him and only have faith when you're high, then you know what I'm saying? There will be consequences to that for you to understand. And I also have learned too that if you know something is not for you, actually I remember it being worded to me something along this
Being what
lines.
to you?
Worded to me something
Oh.
some way along these lines. It
Uh-huh.
was like
Not verbatim, but
it was
something
like if you jump in the quicksand,
Mm.
if you jump in the quicksand and you know, because in the quicksand, you know, the sand overflows you. You
Yes.
know, you dig yourself, or you dig yourself a deep hole
Into
in
a
the
deeper
quicksand,
hole. Right.
into the quicksand,
Yeah.
and then God gets you out of that hole.
Yeah.
He helps you overcome it,
Mhm.
and you go back.
Mhm.
You're gonna dig yourself a deeper hole this
Oh.
time, and it's gonna be harder for God to get you out of that quicksand this time, and over again until you learn your
Because
fucking
you
lesson.
keep going back.
Because you have to learn your lesson.
Yes.
He got you out of it, but he ain't get you out of it for you to go back and
Right.
be dumb again. He got you out of it for you to learn and for
Right.
you to never do that again.
Right.
You
And
know?
then he'll say, okay, you didn't learn the first time,
So let me teach you
So let
for
me
real
teach you
this
again.
time. Yeah.
Right. So
And-
let me show you what.
And you'll really be stuck that time.
Exactly.
So you have,
Exactly.
that's something else I've learned too.
That's
So
so beautiful.
yeah, you just have to keep the faith.
Keep the faith.
Keep it pushing. Keep God on your side, and you'll
I
be
love
good.
that. I love that.
Mhm.
Honestly, on that note, I think we can end it on this note because that was so
Praise
beautiful.
him.
No, literally. And to anyone out there, that this is a spiritual healing process.
Y'all don't even know.
For everyone.
Y'all don't even know everyone. So like, being that this is his first episode, y'all may have not got what y'all feel like y'all need to get from it, which I hope you do.
Oh,
But
thank you.
spiritual healing, this was the first episode, and
Yeah.
this was a big healing thing for us.
Yes, yes.
Because this was a conversation about things that we've had, but not in this depth.
In depth, yeah.
Yeah. And so, yeah,
And
I feel
more
like I feel
conversations like
even
this
more
are
healed
coming.
about our relationship
Me too.
now. I feel
Me
good.
too. This was therapy, baby.
Like, let's get drunk. Say
This is therapy, baby. This
No,
is what it's
seriously.
about.
Yeah.
This is what I intended it to be.
Mhm.
This is the whole
And
vision is
the devil
coming
was
together.
fucking with me today. He wanted me. I did not feel good when I woke up.
Right.
I didn't, and
So
I was
listen,
gonna cancel this shit.
I
swear
know,
to God.
I know.
But I was like, my brother wants to come over. He wants to do this podcast. He's so excited. I'm excited too, but I feel shitty. But fuck it. Took some medicine. I got to moving and grooving, and now I feel good.
Because you know why also? I had this talk with this woman yesterday that was so beautiful for over 10 minutes about God. And I told her, I said, I was going to go home and take a nap. Now I don't feel like taking a nap. She goes, you know why? I said, why? She said, because when you talk about God, he rejoices
gives you life.
He gives you life. I said,
Ooh, girl.
I-
Ooh, don't
I-
make me faint.
I had
No,
I had the
seriously.
chills again because when
gives
she
you
told
life.
me that when she said that I said
He gives you light.
I said that is
motivation.
so true.
For sure. That's why it's really good to. I pray a lot, like silently to myself.
Yes.
A lot,
I
but
do
like
too.
the main points of my day is in the morning and at night.
Mhm.
So like before I close my eyes, like even like I might not get on my knees, put my hands together.
No,
You
you
know
don't-
what
you
I'm
don't have to
saying?
do all that.
But I'll be laying there and I'll just in tune
Yeah.
myself with the Lord.
Mhm.
And I will thank him for my day, everything that I accomplished, everything that I learned.
Amen.
And I've been learning to pray for the next morning when I wake up because I tend to have wake up and I just feel so tired and I
Yeah.
just want to sleep more. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with the days that you catch up on sleep, but
Yeah.
if you know you got stuff you gotta get done, you gotta get up, you gotta get to it.
You do.
And I be having to pray for strength, like
Yes.
the next morning.
Oh, I pray for that every day.
Yeah, to get up
Strength,
and to keep it pushing.
patience, grace,
Mhm.
all of that.
it, yeah.
All
for
of
sure.
that. Because we need it in the world that we live in currently.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah,
and that's a
that's-
whole nother topic for a
Yeah.
whole nother conversation.
Right. We're
So
gonna
on that-
name the next title inflation. So
Oh my God.
what Cardi B said? Why the fuck is lettuce $7?
Was she?
You ain't see that post
No,
today?
she talked
It was
about
a post
she
today,
did talk about
and she was
groceries
like,
and
"You
everything.
must-
Mommy,
Yes.
those not cheap.
They too hot. Those are hot. Go put them back."
She said,
She talked about inflation, and she was saying she's like that's how I know you people who not rich, when y'all get rich, y'all ain't gonna stay rich.
Yeah.
She was like, because y'all don't budget y'all money. She was like, I have it docked out every month
Yeah.
of what I'm spending in my spending. She
For
said,
sure.
so when I get I send somebody to the grocery store, I go to the grocery store, and my grocery bill was $500 this time, and this time I got the same type of shit, and it was $700. I'm wondering why the fuck lettuce was $2 a couple months ago, and it's $7 now.
That's
She
crazy.
like, you know what I'm saying?
It
She's
is
like,
crazy.
rich or not, you still supposed to,
Yeah.
notice that kind of stuff.
Yes.
And so yeah, yeah.
She
That's what she said though. She was like,
I
let her
know,
$7
but I love
now.
her because fame has not changed her one
That's
bit.
how I'm be.
And same.
But I don't want the fame.
Cheers.
Just give me the money.
I don't want the
I
fame.
don't want the money.
I just want the money, honey. Cheers. I love you so much. Thank you for
Love
being
you.
my first special
Great,
guest.
I'm honored.
You're
Cocktails and
beautiful.
Conversations. Make sure y'all tune in.
Yes,
We
thank
in
you
this
for joining
thing.
for our thank
Come
you
on,
for
Cardi.
joining our first episode of
Come on.
Cocktails and Conversations with Dylan Ray, me. And this is my beautiful niece, Carson Ray.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
Say hello.
Hi.
I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. See you on the next episode of Cocktails and Conversations.